Let's talk about arrays. Array is one of the most popular data structure in programming languages because they are fast and simple. You can use them in your every Java program. They might be one-dimensional or two-dimensional or multi-dimensional. In this video, I'll show you how to use one-dimensional arrays in your Java programs. First of all, you need to understand that array is just a sequence of variables, and every variable in this sequence has a number. Numbers always start from 0. When you create an array, you need to specify the size of this particular array. Let's look at declaration of arrays. One variable might be declared with type and name of variable. But if you want to declare an array of variables, it should be a little bit differently. You need to specify type of your array and then name, and then you need to add 2 square braces to your declaration, and this is it. Let's comment these lines. Declaration of one variable and declaration of array. Please pay attention that you might add these square braces in the end of your name. And let's add this comment here. These 2 square braces tells us that we have declared an array of variables. What if we want to declare and initialize our variable, usual variable? And it should be something like this. So we might say that this is declaration and initializing of variable. And in case of arrays, we need to do more work. We need to use new operator here and specify the size of array. Declaration and initializing of array. Also, we can declare and initialize our array with sequence of initial values. Let it be numbers. As you may see, in this case, you don't have to specify the size of array, because it can be read from our values. Or you might declare an array even easier. Numbers 2 equals. In this case, you don't have to use new keyword at all. This is proper declaration and initializing of array. As I said before, array is a sequence of variables. That's why we can read and change every variable in this sequence by number of variable. Let's print our first variable in this numbers array with system out println method numbers and let's run our program. As you might see, our first variable equals 1, as we can see it here. Let's try to change this variable. Numbers 0 equals 12, and let's print it once again. As you might see, the variable was changed. So we might say that our first cell of this numbers array is usual variable, and it can be easily changed. Let's try to print all our array with help of for loop. And let's run our program. Here you might see all our cells of numbers array. Please pay attention that here I use length field of numbers array. It means that I can use size of numbers array anytime I need it. Let's print it to the console. size of numbers array equals numbers dot length, and run the program. You might see that size equals 5. Now let's solve a very simple task. User enters size of array, then user enters all numbers in array, and program calculates the sum of all numbers in our array. And let's solve this task. First of all, we need to ask user to enter the size of array. Let's do that. Enter the size of array. And let's use special scanner class for that. And we need to add this scanner to our program. And then let's close the scanner. Let's declare our size variable and enter it from the keyboard. And then let's declare our array. Now we need to enter array from the keyboard. Let's do it with help of for loop. And finally, let's calculate the sum of array. And let's print the result. Now let's run the program. Here we need to enter the size of array, let it be 3. And then we need to enter our array, 1, 2, 3. And sum of array equals 6. Okay, let's test it once again. Let's enter 5 and let it be 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And sum of our array is 35. Now let's add array of strings and print it to the console. And let's run the program. Let's remove next line and run it once again. So here is our array. Now let's print it from the end to the beginning. And run the program. Here is our array.